So a lot of people use Apollo to send out cold emails for their own business when you really shouldn't be doing that. In fact, I'd argue that if you use this one tool that I'm going to touch on in this video, it will 2 to 3x your results instantly. If you don't know me, my name is Aryan. I run a lead generation agency. And using this one tool, we've quite literally generated hundreds of thousands of dollars for our clients. So I'm going to explain how this tool works and how you can use it for your own business so that you can do the same. So give me your full attention, full screen this video, and lock in. So ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to use Apollo for cold emails. Instead, you want to use this tool, right? So what do I exactly mean, right? I'm not here to bash on Apollo. I'm not here to say it's a horrible tool. No. Apollo is a great database for leads, but people also use them for cold emails, which is something that you do not want to do. And I highly, highly suggest that you avoid this mistake. Again, I'm not here to bash on Apollo. Apollo's a great tool. Love using it for leads, but not for sending out cold emails, right? So here's the problem with sending out cold emails using Apollo. One, it limits you on sending, right? So for example, on the $99 a month plan, you're only allowed to connect 5 email inboxes, right? So if you're only sending out, if you have 5 email inboxes and you're following cold email practices like, send 20 messages a day per inbox, you're only sending out 100 emails a day, right? Now, when you're first starting out, that might seem like, oh, that's a lot of emails, but trust me, if you really want cold email to work well for you, you need to send out massive amounts of volume. I'm talking like 700 to 1,000 cold emails a day minimum, right? So when you put it to that perspective, it's nothing. Sending 100 emails a day is nothing, quite literally nothing, right? So that's the first problem. Second problem is that it does not have a built-in email warm-up, right? So if you do not warm up, you will land in spam. So whenever you first buy an inbox, whether it be Google, whether it be Outlook, you have to warm up the email account for 2 weeks before you send out any type of messaging. The reason is, imagine if you're Microsoft or Google and somebody buys an account from you and then you check and you're like, oh my God, this guy's already sending out 30, 40 messages on the first day and he's sending it out every day. There's no way this guy immediately does that off the bat. This guy has to be a robot. I'm going to ban this account. Right? So you have to warm up the email accounts. Apollo doesn't have this. You can't warm up email accounts on Apollo, right? And finally, the deliverability features overall are bad. This kind of goes back to warm up, but there is no spin tax, there is no shared IP for tracking, and there's no custom tracking domain. So the overall deliverability features on Apollo are pretty bad. Like I said, I'm not here to dog on Apollo again, but it's not a cold email sending tool. It's a lead generation tool to get leads, yeah, but it's not a tool they use to send out cold emails, right? So here's what you should do instead of using Apollo. You should use a tool like smartlead.ai to send out mass cold emails while also delivering in the inbox and not landing in spam. Reason why is because it has unlimited inboxes, it has unlimited email accounts, unlimited warm-ups, or unlimited email account warm-ups, spin tax, and much more. So let me break down everything that it has, right? So why is unlimited inbox good? Obviously, like I said, more volume will obviously mean more eyeballs in your offer. Think of this as increasing your ad spend budget, right? So with Apollo, let's say your ad spend budget is at $20 a day every single day. Do you think that will book you 10 to 20 calls? Absolutely not. But with Smart Lead, you can increase the ad spend budget to, let's say, 200 per day or 300 per day or 500 per day, right? It's unlimited. You can put as much as you want, right? You're not capped by you can only send out X amount of emails every single week, day or month or whatever. You're literally only capped by however many email accounts you want to have, right? And obviously, as Alex Hormozi said, volume negates luck. If you have more volume of something, if you do more of something, you will negate luck and you will quite literally increase the performance, right? So, for example, let me show you some stats as to why this Apollo plan is not good, right? So if you get the $99 a month plan, which is, again, pretty good for leads, you get like 10,000 leads from that. It's not bad. But if you use it for cold email, here's what you get, right? For the $99 a month plan, you get 5 inboxes, right? And let's say you follow all the best cold email practices. You send 22 emails a day, right? That's pretty good. I recommend most of you start at 20 to 25-ish per day. But let's say you send 22 emails a day for 5 days a week for 4 weeks, right? If you send 22 emails a day for 5 days a week for 4 weeks, that would be 2,200 emails a month, which is, again, not bad. And let's say out of those 2,200 emails, you get a 1% reply rate, right? If you get a 1% reply rate, that'd be 22 replies, right? let's say out of those 22 replies, you get a 31% positive response rate, which means 7 positive responses. And out of those 7 positive responses or interested replies, you book 3 calls, right? Not bad. Honestly, not that bad. But let's say this, right? No business is satisfied with 3 calls every single month. You would want more. Most of you would, right? So what if we took the exact same offer, but we just increased the volume? What happens then? Let's say you get a $39 a month Smart Lead plan, and it's unlimited inboxes, 30 emails a day, 5 days a week. All right, 30 emails. It should be 22. Apologies for that. So 22 emails a day, 5 days a week for 4 weeks, right? That would mean that you would send out about 13,000 cold emails a month. And let's say out of those 13,000, you get 1% reply rate. Same thing. That would mean 132 replies. Out of those 132 replies, let's say 31% reply rate, or positive reply rate, which is the same thing as above. That would mean 40 positive responses or 40 interested replies. And out of those 40, let's say you only manage to get 15 booked on a call. How does that sound? You literally 5x the result because you sent out more cold emails. It's so simple. It's a numbers game at the end of the day with cold email. Once you look at the stats of, okay, here's how many emails we sent, here's how many meetings we booked, all you have to do is increase the number of emails you send, right? So if you already have a good offer and you're using this, you're not going to book as many calls as if you're using something like this. So just a food for thought for you. That's why you should use smartlead.ai, because it has unlimited inboxes. Then the next thing is unlimited email warm-up, right? So again, if you immediately buy an account and you start sending out 20, 30 plus emails as soon as you get your account, you're going to go to spam. Like, you are going to go to spam no matter what, right? SmartLead has a built-in warm-up feature, and it comes with a plan for unlimited inboxes. And you want to use this so that your emails don't end in spam and that you don't waste time or money on buying new inboxes. Because if your emails are landing in spam and you're sending out cold emails, you're just wasting your time. And on top of this, you're also wasting money because you'll have to buy a new inbox and do it all over again. But then whenever you start sending out emails, there's no warm-up feature on Apollo, so you'll just go to spam again, like immediately after a few days, right? So they don't charge you for this. Again, there's no extra add-on to adding a new email account or having a extra warm-up account. No, it's all in their system for free, right? What SmartLead also has, before I move on to that, this is basically what the warm-up feature looks like. You just press enable warm-up and it'll tell you, like, okay, here's the reputation of the domain, here are the email accounts, right? And this is a pretty good indicator of, okay, how is my emails, how are my domain's health doing? Like, is it good? Is it bad? Am I landing in spam? If this is, from our experience, if this is anything below like a 97 or 98, it's probably going to land in spam, and you might need to take it off of sending and just have it warm up for a little bit. If that doesn't solve the issue, you also want to get rid of it and buy a new domain, right? So lastly, deliverability, right? SmartLead has spin tags, which I'll explain what spin tags is, which swaps words randomly, so each email looks unique to avoid spam filters, right? So for example, I know that's kind of confusing, but let me show you an example. So for example, instead of saying hello, it can randomly pick hey, hi, to make the email feels more natural. So for example, it's basically like saying the same word just in a different way, right? So if you're sending out hey first name or hi first name, or if you're sending out hey Chris, it'll change that. So let me show you how this works, right? So in the first intro, or in the intro of the email, it'll say either hello, hi, or hey with the email copy, right? And you might not think that this is that important, but trust me, when you're sending out thousands of cold emails, this tiny little tweak can help you get more replies. So this hello, hi, hey turns into this. For Chris, it turns into hi. For John, it turns into hello. And this is the same cold email campaign, same scripts. It's just sending out different variations of the same thing, right? And you don't get this on Apollo. SmartLead has this, but you don't get this on Apollo. And again, the reason why this is important is because if you're sending out the same type of copy to the same people, it doesn't matter how good your offer is if your cold emails are landing in spam. But if you can implement this and you're not really changing what you're saying, you're just changing the word to say the same thing, but just in a different way, you will basically trick Google or Microsoft to be like, okay, this guy is he's actually, for Chris, he said hi. For John, he said hello. The copy is kind of the same, but it's not really. But so he should be fine. He's not a spammer.
And that's the kind of mindset that these these ESPs will have, these email sending providers will have. Is okay, this guy's basically sending the same message but in a different way, but this is good, right? So you want to implement this, and SmartLead has this while Apollo doesn't, right? With SmartLead also, again, you can test your inboxes to see if they're landing in spam, to see what kind of copy works best. So this is one of their best features that they have, and this is called smart delivery, right? And again, Apollo doesn't really have anything like this, or at least not this in depth, to where you can't really see if let's say you stop booking meetings, you can't really see, okay, what is the cause of this? Like, was it because my email copy was bad? Was it because I'm landing in spam? Was it because my domains are blacklisted? This basically breakdown here tells us everything, right? It tells us, okay, this is a low risk of spam, so you're good. But when you're sending to, let's say, Office, or when you're sending to Outlook, it looks like you're landing in spam 67% of their time, versus when you're sending to Gmail, it looks like you're landing in spam 0% of the time, but you're landing in the inbox 60% of the time. So maybe consider not sending to Outlook. So this is kind of like a breakdown of how I think about it, but this is kind of one of the this is basically like one of the best features that you could have, because it'll tell you, okay, out of all the emails I sent, how many landed in inbox, how many landed in spam, am I on any domain blacklist, or am I at a risk of spam, right? Again, Apollo doesn't have anything like this. Apollo does not have anything like this. So if you stick to Apollo, you won't get this in-depth, in detail features like these. Versus SmartLead, it does have it, right? So ladies and gentlemen, again, I'm not here to dog on Apollo. I'm not here to say it's absolutely bad. We use it all the time to pull leads. I just would not use it for sending out cold emails. It's a great tool for databases, but not necessarily for cold emails. Instead, you should use SmartLead to mass send out cold emails. I'm talking 1,000 to 2,000 emails a day. It's the best tool on the market to send out cold emails, right? And if you found this video valuable, please press like and subscribe. And if you are any type of B2B business that's making over $30,000 a month or more, and you want someone to send out cold emails at scale for you, like I'm talking about in this video, click the link below. Here's some recent results that we got our clients. You can see Deepak closed a 13,000 deal, and a 20,000 deal. Renee and First Drink Digital, they closed a client that signed for both Google Ads and SEO. So let me know if this is valuable. Please press like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.